Hello, my gorgeous Gemini, and welcome to your general reading for the end of February, beginning of March. Please do know that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, check out your other signs that might be in your chart in case this one doesn't resonate. But if it does, please do like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Otherwise, we will jump right in here. We are going to use this deck as well as the Psychic deck and the Guardian Angel deck in case you were interested. So let's get started. We are going to do the top row, which will be your feelings kind of right now. And then the second row will be representative of what's coming within the next week or 2 weeks. Time is fluid in tarot, so of course, give or take, but we'll certainly see what's coming here for you and get, of course, clarifiers with that. But let's get started here. So right now we have the Four of Wands, and that lets me know that you feel right now like you're on a good firm foundation. So that's excellent. I'm glad for that. Also, we have the Magician card. So this tells me that right now you are feeling in full control of all your faculties as far as, you know, you feel pretty good about having everything at your disposal. Cups, wands, swords, pentacles. So everything is kind of in balance for you right now, feeling like you are doing okay, pretty good at this particular point. You may not be feeling like you're running the world right now, but you're feeling stable. And that's like a really good feeling for you. And so that's excellent. You're on good foundation, feeling kind of stable. But we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Eight of Cups in reverse is typically something where you kind of feel like you are taking off from a relationship, kind of moving away from one because you're a little bit, you're hesitant with some things, some people, different things. You're kind of moving towards something, maybe to see if you can find things that are better occasionally. But with this being in reverse, I feel like you're coming into something, potentially coming into a new relationship situation, or you could be coming back together with family. You could physically be making a journey, or you could be moving home, like moving back to your hometown, moving back to where you have friends and family, maybe going back for a reunion. It could be anything like that, a physical motion, a physical movement, or it could be just like you are rekindling some relationships with friends, family members, things like that. But I do see something like that coming for you if it hasn't already, or it's already planned. But you have, you know, I feel like something like that's coming for you with maybe a family reunions coming up, something like that, or a school reunion, class reunion, something where you're going to be together again with a group of people. Then down here we have the Judgment card in reverse. So I feel like you're kind of feeling like you're in control of a lot right now, and that's right under your Four of Wands. So I feel like you are, you know, you're not seeking judgment. You're feeling like you want to kind of take the lead, take control. You're not feeling like you're under any scrutiny or any need to do anything specific right now, but you want to be able to choose what you do. So you may be having thoughts about, you know, a relationship. You may be having thoughts about a job. And this may be what this is about too. Maybe a consideration of moving to be with somebody, moving to a different job, different things like that. And you are contemplating a decision of whether that will be a good idea for you, for your family, that kind of thing. But it's something that you want to alone decide. You do not want outside forces or external opinions at this point. Now, underneath the Magician, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So I feel like right here, this is telling me that you have some healing going on potentially. And this could also have to do with this, where you know, you're moving into some relationships. Maybe you had been kind of staying away from relationships for a while. You may have had some heartbreak, but now you've got healing coming in and potentially maybe a new opportunity for a relationship. And that may be something that when you are meeting, you may have something coming up where you're doing a reunion, where you're meeting with people, where you have big groups of things coming up or what have you. But you may meet somebody that sparks your interest relationship wise. And with it falling under the Magician here, you have all of the tools at your disposal that you need to really heal, but not just heal, also find some love in that. And I say that for sure going into the last card, which is the Ace of Wands. And that is typically a strong passion, love, force kind of card, where you have full control of like your emotions and relationship ability. And with that being right next to your healing card and right under this Eight of Cups in reverse, where I feel like maybe you're coming into groups of people and more socialized type of environments instead of going away from them, I do feel like you are going to be finding a relationship that may be sparking your interest more than just a friend. So we'll certainly get some clarification on this, but I definitely do feel like you are going to be coming into a potential relationship soon. So I don't think you're specifically looking for anything though. The Judgment card in reverse does not make me feel like you're looking for anything. I feel like you are happy with just having some stability and chill, and it may be because you had come out of a bad breakup. That may be why this is here, your healing card. And maybe it have been a long time ago and you're still just kind of chilling. Maybe recent and you're just now kind of getting back to stability. But either way, I definitely feel like you're ready now going forward here. You're finding somebody and you're coming in and you're coming in fiery hot. They are feeling your energy for sure. You have that fire Ace of Wands energy. But somebody is definitely, I feel like, going to spark your interest more than just friends. So wisdom. So you have gained wisdom. Obviously, whatever you've gone through, you've gained wisdom. And now while you're on solid, firm ground, you are just using that wisdom, gathering that wisdom to decide what you want to do. And again, it's above the Judgment card. So you're not quick to make any rash judgments. And that's the wise thing to always do. Think things through. Be very aware of what you want to do. Be cognizant. Don't get yourself back into a position that you were unhappy in before. Very smart thing to do. So I think that's kind of what you're doing right now. You're sitting on a firm foundation, chilling, kind of being very, I would say purposely calm. So the Magician, let's see what we've got on that. Disruption. So with disruption and the Magician, I feel like with that, that's where we kind of get into this movement. And I think it's not necessarily a negative disruption. I think it's just a disruption of where you decide to make changes. It's more of where you're sitting stable, like I said, on this foundation. You have all these tools at your disposal as the Magician, and you may decide, okay, I'm going to make some changes. And this is where you may be deciding to become more social. And maybe you had been shying away from that because you had gone through something, gone through a heartbreak, gone through a breakup, gone through something negative. And so that's a disruption to your normal everyday. I don't think it's a disruption in a horrible sense. I just think it's a disruption to your normal everyday. But you're going to utilize your Magician tools to make it work for you, I think. Eight of Cups in reverse. Memories of love. And that's perfectly fitting because, again, I think what's happening is you are just gradually, slowly coming back into a social world, acclimating yourself back into social scenes and things like that, making that change or disruption to your status quo. You're choosing to do that because you know you need to. You have the wisdom to know that you need to, but at the same time, you also know that you had some memories going on, of a heartbreak. And so you're not ready to go down that path or hurl yourself into it quite yet. But you're getting there. You're making strides in the right direction. How about this Judgment in reverse? Suffering in silence. And again, I think it's the same thing. You're having memories of love. You are suffering. So you're not ready to make any rash judgments yet or rash decisions. You're not ready to jump into anything. You're moving in that direction. But you're still hurt. I mean, we still have, this is a heartbreak in reverse. This is where you start healing here, but you're not healing yet. So it takes time. And the disruption of forcing yourself to come out, it's hard, right? It's always hard when you first have to come out of your, your shell, come back out into dealing with people, especially if you've been hurt. It can suck, right? Like you're like, oh, this is awful, especially for people who haven't dated in a long time and they have to go out and date again or try. And they're like, this is the worst, right? So, you're like home suffering, like this dating pool is awful. This is awful. Why can't I just be in a decent relationship? Why did everything have to fall apart? You go through all those stages. It's like almost grieving a loss, because it is kind of a loss, but but you're suffering, and that's why you're not making any rash judgments or jumping to anything yet. You're kind of just feeling out people, acclimating yourself to that. How about this 3 of Swords in reverse? So we have the solar plexus chakra. And again, I think this is something where you're starting to feel healing. You're starting to feel like that's where you can feel yourself kind of healing. You're breathing deeper, clearer. You're getting more of that feeling of openness, ability to come out. You're healing, essentially. Again, it's a process, and that's what it is. It's a process where you're healing. But I think that because this healing is going to come out with your Ace of Wands energy, that somebody that you're going to meet throughout this process is going to spark your interest. The solar plexus chakra is something that, it's something that you, when you're meditating, for example, you are meditating and a lot of times you're breathing and you're breathing deep down. And you're thinking and you're trying to take in deep breaths because you want to breathe everything in, take everything in. And that's what you're doing here. Healing is taking everything in. And so your Ace of Wands energy, let's see what that's, the universe. So the universe is going to give you back your energy, your fire. And you're going to be back to yourself. But it's going to take time. Again, this is not going to happen overnight. And again, time is fluid in tarot. So, I don't know a time frame on this, but, I can tell you that it's not going to happen overnight, but it definitely is happening. And it's something where, you are moving towards that right now. You have already kind of decided, you need to get out, it sucks, but it has to happen. And you're starting to heal, and you're going to be moving to where you are going to be, the universe is going to give you this strength, this fiery Ace of Wands energy. And you are going to be able to, draw in wonderful relationships and great people. And I do feel like with this healing here, that I do feel like there's going to be someone that you have an interest in. I do. But we'll get some further clarification here with our angel cards. Let's see what we've got here on wisdom. Service. So again, you have a firm foundation, wisdom, service. And I think maybe that's something that you've been working on. You've been working on yourself. You've been working on, probably keeping yourself busy. You've probably done a lot of things, that's what you do after a breakup, right? Or anytime you've had something go bad, that's what you do. You try to keep yourself busy. So I think that's probably, the situation there is you've probably done a lot of stuff, just really done stuff. Busy work, maybe even helped fix things, do things, helped other people, whatever, just to stay busy. And now, you're ready to go forward and work on yourself a little bit more. How about this disruption over the Magician? Power. So you're finding your strength, essentially. You're finding your power to force yourself, utilize all the tools the Magician has, which is every tool at his disposal, to get up, get out, and force yourself to try to mend, heal, get out. Push through any of your suffering, your pain, your sadness, and try to live again, essentially. How about this memories of love? What do we have here? Guidance. So, and that is over the 8 of Cups in reverse. So again, I think this is saying that you're going to have somebody, one of your angels will guide you to the right group of people. I do feel like this is going to be you going to a group of people that are going to help you heal. You will have memories of love. These may be people you've known for a long time. They may be people that also are associated with the person who you broke up with, or the person you lost, or whatever maybe was the sadness in your past here. But I do feel like, you know, your angel guides are going to guide you to these people that are going to help you ultimately heal. And that's above the universe. So it's going to be, you know, a universal guide too, to help you get where you need to be. And how about suffering in silence, which again was above the Judgment card in reverse. Humility. So I think that's just a practice in humility. You are suffering in silence. You know that, you know, it's part of the process. You're not judging anybody. You don't want to be judged. You're not judging anybody else. You're not making any quick judgments on any decisions on anybody. You don't want to make any decisions on your life. You really don't want to do anything judgmental in any way, and you don't want to be judged. You just, you know, you're suffering. We all go through that pain, sadness, suffering when you lose somebody, when you break up, when you have any of that kind of thing going on. And I think it's just a practice in humility to realize that. So I think that's just more like kind of a confirmation that that's what you're going through. But it is part of the process. So I think that that's just showing that you really are going through the process and the stages right now. How about this over the solar plexus chakra and the 3 of Swords in reverse? Fluidity. And again, flowing in, the flowing in of healing. Deep breath, deep breathing from the soul, from the, you know, take it in, heal. Breathe in clean air. Let the toxicity go. Breathe it all in and heal. The fluidity, the healing, the flowing of all the healing. And I think that's a perfect, you know, combination there, because it is something that is done for healing there. And I think it's going to help you get to a place that is going to make you feel better, and make you able to open your heart up, open yourself up, open your, you know, your heart up to the people that are around you, the people that you want. And that's what you have to do. You have to open your heart up to those that you want and love and need, but you have to heal first. And that is a fluid motion. I mean, it's something that has to flow naturally. You can't force yourself to be fine one day. You can't just wake up and be like, I'm okay, I'm fine. I mean, you could say it, but it doesn't really happen. And how about this universe card, which is on top of the Ace of Wands? I love that card. Let's see what we've got here for you. Passion. So it's on top of a passion card. So the universe is going to ignite your passion. And again, I said from the beginning, I feel like this is more than just a friend that the universe is going to send you. So when your Ace of Wands energy comes through, wherever they're guiding you, whatever this relationship is, these people, these relationships, these connections they're guiding you to, when you are healed, I think that you will find that one of those will be your absolute love that ignites your passion, at least. Even if it's not the love of your life, it will reignite your passion, at least. It will be a lover for you to reignite your passion. Your passion for you, your passion for living, your passion for, you know, being amongst people, dating, all of that kind of good stuff. So I think it will be the place where you, the universe, will conspire in your favor to give you your passionate strength to find passion for someone else again. where you will be healed in a smooth and fluid transition. So you're going through the steps, and it looks like you're going through them almost perfectly. Exactly. So that's beautiful. And then you end with the universe conspiring in your favor for passion. So it works out pretty perfectly. So I do hope that this resonated with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If it did not, please do check out one of the other signs in your chart. Otherwise, please do check back for your weekend energy read. But otherwise, this looks really good for you, and I am glad that you are healing from whatever it was that had you not so happy, and you will find your passion again. So have a great week. Bye.